I want to speak of the Beis Yankov that Sol Shanira created, and tens of thousands of teachers are involved in teaching girls. And to my personal opinion, it's the biggest churban in Klal Yisrael. And I'll explain why. The one who gave it, the Gemara says, Kol ha-malamed es bita Torah ki malamed tiflis. And when Sol Shanira came out with a Beis Yaakov, all the rabbis in Poland disagreed with her, and he said they did not want to accept that girls should be able to learn Torah. But this was the time of 1919, that when the United States came out with a woman's suffrage, and every country in the world copied that a woman has rights, and women have rights to go to university. And the girls of 1919 went to the gymnasia, and they didn't want to get married to the boys from Gur, Hasidic cult. There was a cult. And there was with the long payas and the pants in the stocking, which was not equipped to be accepted in that time, and also now, because no one wears the pair of pants in the stocking. And the girl did not want to get married to boys who are connected to Hasidic Gur, and also because it was a cult. So, and the rabbis, all the rabbis were screaming Gewalt, that Kol ha-malamed es bita Torah ki malamed tiflis, and they didn't want to accept Sol Shanira. So the Ger Rebbe, the Imre Yem, saw that his cult is holding by a bankruptcy, and the boys will never be able to get married to girls. So he ran with 400 Hasidim, with all the despotics, to the Chofetz Chaim in Radin, and they suffocated him. That he should come out with a heter, because the Chofetz Chaim was the boss over Europe, and everyone emulated after his psak, and they should come out with a psak that Sol Shanira is a part of the system. And he came out with a heter, which is written in Tilim Kuf Yotes, Eis lasses Lashem efeiru Torah. So the question is, Eis lasses Lashem, and in Koheles there's 28 Eis, Eis Svoid, Eis Rekoid, Eis 28. And everything is temporary. So if this is not also Ace, Lasset Lashem, it's only temporary. He made it Kavua. And not only they made it Kavua, they made a seminary that girls should be able to learn Kuzri, where I never heard such a thing. That girls should learn Kuzri and learn Rambam. There's a destruction of Torah in Klal Yisrael. There'll never be any Rosh Yeshivas. There'll never be any Gdol Ador to give that kind of behavior. And you must understand that the Chofetz Chaim, when he was 16 years old, his father died. And came a man from Warsaw, Poland, and he said to his mother, I'm willing to take you as my wife, only on one condition. If your son, who's 16, I can't marry off my daughter who's 26, will get married to my daughter, 26. A boy, a young man of 16, to take a woman 26 it has to be feminine. Because she's masculine and he is feminine. So the Chofetz Chaim grew up in a behavior of being feminine his whole life. And the Chofetz Chaim compared from all the stories, from the Knesset Gedolim and all these stories, he was a feminine human being. And the Ger Rebbe had a lot of support him. He was masculine. And being that he came with 400 Hasidim, that pressured him that he should come out with a psak, Eis Lasses Hashem Befeil Terusecha. And I can't understand the Chavetz Chaim because Ger is a cult. Only the name Alto, no one else. And if it's a cult, you don't give that kind of permission to say Eis Lasses Hashem Befeil Terusecha in order to that cult should exist. And he made Sor Shenira by this psak from Eis Lasses Hashem Befeil Terusecha, and he made this happen. And you must understand that if a woman learns Torah, and the reason why the Chazal 2,000 years ago said as Kol HaMalamas Bita Torah Kimlam Tiflis, because Kivin Shenichnis Divre Torah, Nichnis Irmumiyas Imo. And a woman becomes more with conspiracy. Like the Chazal say, Kol Adon Dinemes Lamitoi, Nasi Shutim Bakodish Bochu B'Maise Bereishis. So Tosfos asks, why is it written Emes Lamitoi? So Tosfos says, it could be Emes, but it could be Lafuke Din Merubah. It could be conspiracy, it could be Emes, but not Emes Lamitoi. A woman learning Torah is not Emes Lamita, everything was with conspiracy. A conspiracy does not take place in Mammon Har Sinai, in Torah's Moshe. And you must understand that a woman, the Gemara says, Isha roitze bekav v'tiflis, mitishe kavim uprishus. And the Gemara says, as kol ha-malamas be the Torah, is ke-malamet tiflis, it's not kilu malamet, it's mamash tiflis. So these two tiflis come together, and it becomes like Moshe Rabbeinu wrote in Azina Shamayim, Eicha echad yirdev elev, u'shnayim yinisa rabava. When these two powers, as kol ha-malamas be the Torah, Kimalamet Tiflis, Isha Roitze Bekavet Tiflis, Vitisha Kavan Upreshes, these two become Asor Kavan Shel Tiflis. And you have this by Eliyahu Novi. Eliyahu Novi asked the Malachim if the Almighty created two eyes, two ears, two nostrils in the nose, why didn't he create two mouths? One mouth he should talk Torah, and one mouth he should talk Dvar B'Telem. So the Malachim answered Eliyahu Novi, Madach, with one mouth you speak so much Dvar B'Telem. If you have two mouths, you'll surely talk a lot Dvar B'Telem. The Gemara says, Asor Kavan Shel Sicha Yod Eloilom, Tisha Not L'Noshim. Why? Because a woman has two mouths. They have two mouths. They talk Asor Kavan Shel Divin B'Teles, Tisha Kavan Shel Sicha. So, being that this is collected together, when Isha Groitze Bekavet Tiflis with Tisha Kavan Prishas, and Kol HaMalamet is bit the Torah Ki Malamet, not Ki Ilu Malamet, Malamet Tiflis. This brings the Tasor Kavan Shel Tiflis, the Yod Eloil, and will never let a person become a Talmud Chacham. And you have to understand that the Chazal say, not the Chazal, the Torah says in Shmos, not in Shmos, in Breishis. So the Rabbeinu Shalom says to Chava and to Adam Arishon, he says to Adam Arishon, he says that he created the woman by even and Satzela He says, well, Ishech Tishukosech, that the woman will desire the man. Vihu Yimshalbo. When you learn Torah, a woman is learning Torah of the Tiflos, it becomes that a woman changes from being feminine and becomes masculine. It makes the husband become feminine. And being it becomes better, it becomes ve'elach tishukosoi, means the man will have the chukah to the woman. Va'at timshel boy. And that's connected Moshe Rabbeinu connected the Torah. So by giving the head of an Eis Lasses Hashem Efer Torah, it destroyed Judaism, and no more Torah, and no more Rosh Hashivas, and no more Gedol Ador. And no Chazak, that a woman is feminine, and that the husband sits and learns. I heard from Rabbi Yitzchak Alperin, Olav Shalom, who was the created Yeshivas HaChodesh. He said he knew with 80 years before, that was in 1960, that he knew with 80 years before the Gedol Ador in Europe, by 20 there were nothing. And being that they continue persistently sitting and learning, is by 60, 50, or 70, they all became Gedol Ador. That is only when the woman is feminine. And she doesn't care if the husband becomes great. But if a woman is masculine, and he will grow further than her and grow on a higher pedestal, she won't let him. So Mamela, there's no Gedol Ador and there's no Rosh Hashivas.